Welcome back, I'm Cithryth as usual, and this is episode 15 of my LOTRO Loremaster Let's Play. I'm here, about to talk to Langlin, who Strider has asked us to speak to.
What can I do for you?
To see if he has seen any Nazgul along the Great East Road, which is down the hill. So let's see.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We have to kill some Cribine, which are basically mean crows that are keeping Langlin here. Because they're mean and evil, and I've been watching him, and so we have to kill them. So, basically, my server, as you can see by the Bounder's Boon buff down here in the corner, has turned in all of the Bounder's tokens for the Bounder's event. All 1,750,000 of them. And yeah, so I have this lovely buff. I get a hope, one hope. I get some relic, forging, critical success rate, doesn't actually matter for this character. 5% out of combat run speed, which is pretty great. 2% tactical, melee, and range damage. Not a whole lot, but, you know, a little bit can't hurt. So that's pretty good, pretty good. Can't argue with free buffs, really. So we get that buff until November 18th, which is when Helm's Deep launches officially. Unless it gets pushed back. Riders of Rohan, the last expansion, was pushed back. It was originally going to be released September 5th. That didn't happen and got pushed back to, I think it was October 18th? I think it was? Or October 5th? I don't remember. Something like that. I've actually killed all the Cribane I need to kill, but they're just so easy to kill. It doesn't actually... Oh, crap. Haha. I am bad at targeting things. And pulled even more.
What do you need?
Alright, so I killed some of the birds,
Might I take a moment of your time?
and I have to go investigate Crick Hollow. Okay, so this is the part where I explain to people who have only seen the movies how the whole beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, the movie, is wrong. Basically, okay, so in the movies, if you've only seen the movies, you think, okay, so Bilbo disappears on his birthday, Frodo goes back upstairs, hides the ring, then Gandalf comes up and is like, oh my gosh, keep it secret, keep it safe, oh my gosh. And then, shortly after, Frodo has to leave. That's not what happens in the books, however. In the books, Frodo's like 20-something when Bilbo leaves, and then he doesn't leave back in until he's like 50. I mean, he does still look very young when he's 50 because of the ring. However, obviously, a great deal of time has passed since Bilbo has left. And it's not big flashbang, oh my gosh, have to get out of here quick, we're being followed, oh my gosh, they know, run away, kind of thing that happens in the Fellowship of the Ring movie. I mean, it is kind of like that, but basically, Frodo sells Bag End to his relatives, the Sackville Bagginses, and decides to move to Buckland. I mean, he is leaving the Shire to take the ring to Rivendell at this point, however, it's kind of a cover. He's bought some property in Buckland, and the property he has bought is Crick Hollow, the estate Crick Hollow, and that's what we're going to go investigate. So basically they, like, him and Merry and Pippin, Merry and Pippin don't just kind of randomly show up and join the party. It's, like, planned out. They come with him because Merry is from Buckland. And so they come to Crick Hollow to fake Frodo living here. And so we're gonna go check out... See, this has always bothered me about the way they've done this, though. It's like, oh, look, here's the front door. No, just kidding, it's around the other way. But yeah, so that's what Crick Hollow is for those who've not seen, or who have not read the books and have only seen the movies. This is Frodo's new house. And this is their friend, Fredegar, aka Fatty Bulger.
Oh, mercy me!
He knows about the ring, by the way. And the riders come and scare the crap out of him. And now some crows are gonna come and scare the crap out of him some more. He's gonna stand there and cry while me and my bear take care of business. More are coming, of course. Alright, so we're telling Langlin that, you know, Fetty Bulger knows about the ring. Now Lenglen knows about the ring. Now we have to go back to Strider. And here we are in another one of those go talk to this guy, now come back and talk to that guy, now go talk to that guy kind of loop, and it's not great. Hello again, Strider. Alright, so basically the hobbits have gone into the Old Forest. That's where they go after they get to Crick Hollow, and then they leave. So we get to go to the Old Forest now. Alright, so the easiest way to get to Tom Bombadil is not to go through the Old Forest itself, but to cut through the Barrow Downs. And I think we're going to be picking up some quests on our way in here. Yep, here's an unfortunate traveler who is dead on the ground. And apparently he's part of an ill-fated expedition. We have to find the survivors of his group. Try and maneuver between these barghosts, but that's not going to work. We're just going to run. So we're going to run past these field rats. There's all sorts of nasty stuff in the Barrow Downs. This was a place, I think this was the first place I was like legitimately super scared of in the game. I really was quite terrified because whites are basically zombies. And so it was pretty scary. And it took me a while to get over that. So we're going to go down here because this is the throughway to the Old Forest. And it happens to be where those people are for that quest. So let's talk to Bob the Hobbit.
How do you do?
And pick up some
Could I
quests
take a
here.
moment of your time?
The search for Lalia. Basically, if you ask any kind of LOTRO vet how they feel about Lalia the Hobbit, they'll say that they hate her. And they've probably let her die at some point.
Could you help me with something? Would you do
Because
something
that
for
quest
me?
used to be super obnoxious. You used to need like
Might I take a
a
moment of
small
your
or
time?
full fellowship
Stay a
to
moment.
save Lalia. You could not do it solo. It was super obnoxious. But we're not going to do those quests just yet. Let's go talk to Tom, because he's just up here. Now, a little forewarning, Tom Bombadil, for those, again, who have not read the books, Tom Bombadil is a character that got left out of the books. And he's kind of like Marmite or Vegemite. You either love him or you hate him. My college roommate's mom actually hated him so much that she says she wants to punch him in the face, apparently. So there's that. He is super goofy. He is a very strange character. But his house is super cool looking and has some of the best music in the game, I think. Let's see, did that wolf leave us alone? No, it's attacking us still, so we'll deal with that before we talk to Tom. So yeah, everything Tom says, he basically says in a rhymey sing-song, or just full-out song. The hobbits came across Tom on their way through the Old Forest. Well, they didn't come across him. They got, you know, kind of swallowed up by the Great Willow. And then Tom came and saved them. And so the hobbits hung out with him. Tom is one of the very few people in Middle-earth who is not affected by the ring. So we're gonna go meet him. Here we go. And his boots are yellow. Let's just appreciate the music for a minute, though, because this is my favorite music. Okay, that's enough. Alright. Hey now!
Merry do, my hearty.
So he's a goofy guy.
What can I do for you today?
Basically he's married to a woman named Goldberry, who is like a water spirit, basically? River spirit? It's kind of weird. Not really sure what's going on. Basically she has to sit in this chair and put her feet in these little pools of water. But yeah. Like, Tom's house is so cool. Like, the windows have these, like, tree things. His fireplace has a face on it for some reason. You know, all this nice food. Yeah. But he's a goofball. So I have to go get lilies for his wife. And, like, his lanterns are cool. Like, I want to live in Tom's house. It's a pretty cool house. I would not mind living here. Anyways, so, right. I have to go collect lilies, and I have to be careful because the lilies just so happen to be right next to Old Man Willow, who is mean. The old forest is full of trees that have gone a bit rogue, kind of like Fangorn, but like lesser, I guess. So let's see, there he is. There's the Willow. He's not super happy. And I have to get these lilies. As you can see, I have some debuffs, sap power, and drowsiness. He makes you sleepy, and that's how the hobbits got captured. They became very sleepy in his presence, and then his roots kind of entangled themselves around them. And Tom had to come save them. While singing, of course, because he's Tom. It used to be a lot harder, I think. I think the debuff used to be a lot stronger. Or maybe just there were more roots that would attack you more readily. But it's not so much of a problem now, obviously, because that took all of like 5 seconds.
With something?
Alright, so we get to go get the Crabane and the Crabane Master. She is in, he or she, I don't remember which it is in the Barrow Downs. So we get to go back there and also work on these quests. Like, wait, let's see what quests. I have to defeat whites, that's pretty obvious. Defeat crawlers and rats, not a big deal. Lore fragments, yeah, okay. Barcasts, also not a big deal. Collect stone fragments, also not a big deal. Protecting Lalia, we'll do that one last because Lalia. You might notice Lalia is from Lalia's Market. It is the same Lalia. You'll see why she's kind of been decided to be the, I guess, purveyor of cosmetics in Middle-earth. This quest is kind of where her start is, cosmetically, I guess. I don't know if any of that made sense, but you'll see what I'm talking about when we do the quest. Alright, so here is Andraste, whatever. Servant Angmar, Crabane Master. So she controls the Crabine and knows about the ring, and so we have to kill her so that nobody else finds out. It used to be that the Crabane would all just come at you at once, I think. But now they kind of just sit there and wait for you to do anything. Which is, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty helpful. Nope. I will be waiting to pull out all the stops on the mob. Oh, she used to be a signature, I think. Now she's just normal. That's boring. Okay, I guess I don't have to worry about pulling out all the stops on her, because it's not that big of a deal. She's a level below me. Why is she coming up as yellow? That's kind of weird. Whatever. These Crabane are higher level than she is. But now I'm level 18, so not that it matters. So yeah, that was definitely not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I defeated her, yeah. Now I can go talk to Tom Bombadil again. Oh yeah, and this just popped up. Baggins' birthday. I'm not gonna do it on this character. I will just talk about it briefly while I run back to Tom. Basically, September 22nd is both Bilbo and Frodo's birthday. Which you know, because, yeah. So, 22nd of September, Bilbo and Frodo's birthday. It is known as Hobbit Day in our real world. Lots of people celebrate it by having hobbity meals, like second breakfast. This year, me and my husband tried to have like a really big Hobbit Day. We tried to have breakfast, 11sies, lunch, tea, dinner, and supper. But I think we ended up dropping 1 or 2 of those meals because it was just too much. But yeah, Hobbit Day is a big deal. And in the game, they usually have a quest for Bilbo's birthday. This year is a new quest. It's the first time they've done a new one. Usually it's been the same quest over and over. But this one is new. You go to the Shire, and you ask hobbits around Hobbiton, you know, what they think has happened to Bilbo since he's left. Like, how did he disappear? What's he been doing? That kind of stuff. Frodo asks you to go do that because he thinks Bilbo would get a laugh out of it. So that's what you do. It's not I mean, the stories are pretty funny. I do like them, but it's not interesting gameplay-wise, I suppose. It's pretty easy. You do have to wait, though, an hour, because it rotates. There's, I think, 11 or 12, something like that, quest people you have to talk to get stories, and yeah, they rotate out every hour or so. Some of them, they're not all always showing. So you have to wait until they decide to tell their story, and then you talk to them. Which is annoying, but, you know, it doesn't take too long. It's not, like, super hard to just wait. Alright, none of these quest rewards are good for me. That's disappointing. Oh, yeah, I have to pick one, I guess. Yeah, okay. Go with that one.
What can I do for you?
And, okay, so this next one is level 21, so I'm definitely gonna wait to do that. So yeah, that's the Great Barrow instance. It's like a big deal. That used to be a full fellowship quest, but now it's solo. Back a while ago, they changed the entire Volume 1 Epic Quests to be soloable, which is very exciting. But for now, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to go finish these Barrow Downs quests, because I don't think you guys are really interested in seeing me kill 20 more crawlers and rats, and 11 more barghasts, and 10 more whites, and digging up lore fragments. I don't think you guys want to see that. So I'm just going to end that here now, go do that, and yeah, I'll see you for episode 16.